This is Calvin Castine. We're at the Beekmantown Recreation Park. It's August 8th, 1996. And we are here for CVAC Varsity Boys Soccer, featuring the home team, the Beekmantown Eagles, and the visitors, the Seton Catholic Knights. Beekmantown having about a 500 season. Seton Catholic in the middle of the chase for first at the moment. I believe they are currently tied with Northern Adirondack. We're pretty close to it. Northeastern Clinton leading by about a game in the standings. So Beekmantown in a situation where they're looking ahead to the sectionals at this point. Seton Catholic still very much in the CVAC title race. They can ill afford to lose at this juncture. We're in the final third or so of the season. Both these teams, last time we saw them on hometown cable, were playing very physical games. The Seton boys hosting the Bobcats. We were told that when there was physical. The other game, Beekmantown at Northeastern, we didn't have to be told, we were there, and of course it escalated into an ugly sight with the brawl. But that's behind everybody, and hopefully a thing of the past that will not be repeated. Seton throw in. These are a couple of Class B schools, so when a sectional time rolls around, they certainly could be facing each other at that time. Looks like Alex Chase throwing it in. Overcast, wind not a factor today. Fortunatus looking to get something going. He gets the shot. It's in. Fortunatus will get the assist. Unsure who put it in, but Nick Fortunatus made it happen. And Beekmantown draws the first blood. They lead it 1-0 here in the early going. Seton have to come from behind. Chapman and Fortunatus, the coaches for Beekmantown. PJ Gondek assisted by Bill McConey for Seton Catholic. Munson cleared that out. The ball did not go out of play. Since we had to cough, we thought we'd shut the camera off anyway. Looks like Howard Jennings is here, along with Chris Kelly from Channel 5. Eagles with a free kick, just beyond midfield. Nice boot. And Miguel will make the stop. He'll wait for things to develop. Decide where to punt it. Eagles put it back in the Seton zone. Eric Barry with the throw in.
Wait. It's fine. No, it isn't. I bet you
Today's officials are Kevin Prey and Steve Regan. That would have probably been offsides if it had reached Fortunatus. Again, McGill. He'll pick it up.
That's what I said. I told him. He used to have shorter hair. Yeah, he used to have shorter hair. You know, he's got like really big, like rocky eyes. Am I right? He's got really big, like brown eyes, and they're like. I know that.
McGill.
You have to see him play. I have to see it.
No punt.
Come on, right. I like that.
Goal kick comes way out. A little help. Green throw in. Now the Knights looking for a goal, but Munson makes the stop. Eagles push it up to the 18. McGill will come out of the goal area. Beekmantown kick. Goal kick. Shot to Munson. And Seton will get the free kick. Up an offsides whistle. About 29 minutes to go in the first half. It's 1-0 Beekmantown leading Seton. Eagles take the free kick. Back to midfield.
Self-sufficient on us too, you know. We're just about spoiled.
Green throw in.
No, they're clean. They're
Green throw. There goes
Greg, get one,
Earl.
Greg.
Oh, mine did detail. Do you know your son scored?
Did he score? Was his?
You didn't see it?
No, they called me just as I pulled in. I was on the phone.
He scored right at the beginning.
I heard this celebration. I should stay late. I should stay late the first 5 minutes every time.
That's what you should do. Stop at Bucks every day. Every game. Oh, there's the see it coming.
Win the ball, win the ball, win the ball.
You got one. Jay. It's 1-0. Yes. Right in the very beginning, within the first 2 minutes. Not Graham.
Beekmantown throw in. Great kick.
Soft on behind. Head on! Oh, yeah. Good job, Jesse. Come on, move it!
You missed it.
Do it, guys.
Good pass.
Seton kick at the 18. Offsides.
When the ball's kicked, are they on?
John, you have to get closer to him.
One on, Jesse!
Goal kick.
Come on, boom. Inside.
Good hustle, Pat. Good hustle, Pat. Good work.
Seton throw in.
Take it, Jay.
Good job.
Get in there, Pat.
Come on, Pat.
Good job.
That's it, good job.
Way back, way back.
Come back.
Who are those passes?
Come on, Jay, take it.
Great.
We're going to do
Seton kicks it into the penalty area.
Get on behind.
Goal kick.
Right, where are you?
Good ball, good ball.
Come on, Eric.
Good one.
All right.
Shoot that ball, Fernando.
Oh, she won't budge.
Stay with it, Jason. That's it.
Come on, Jason.
John, you can do it.
Stay with him, stay with him.
All right. All right. Good one, Boone.
Jagoon!
Headed.
No turn! Come on, guys! Hurry, hurry! Here, Brooks, switch it!
Yes.
About 20 minutes to go in the first half. 1-0. Beekmantown leading Seton.
Brian was upset. I think I'm gonna go because I missed.
Dan Munson with the goal kick.
Good move, Nick. Good move. One on. Go, Greg. Get on, quick. Oh, man. Don't let her play with it,
Guys, go to the bar!
Stand up, Greg, stand up.
Great throw.
I have these guilty conscience from that practice right now.
It's right there.
I've been going. I didn't know it. I just sit there and tag balls in Cumberland Head today. But I'm not going. I do not. I still have this guilty
McGill will punt it. Nice punt. Past midfield. There you go, throwing.
That's it, Jagoon, again.
There you go, kick. Nice boot. McGill will catch it. Nice boot. There you go, throw.
No.
Go, Jesse! Get it in!
Push from behind.
Win the ball, Gray, win the ball.
Game is very quiet so far. Not a lot of physical contact, and when there is, there's no retaliation.
Come on, get on.
Stopped by Munson. Be a corner kick for the Knights. Nice kick. Seton throw in.
You didn't stop.
Call goes against Green. Hey, gray kick. Seton throw in.
Find again.
Bring it down your feet.
Oh, that's a flagrant hand. More like a shoulder, but it was the upper arm. Just misses. Nice kick.
You have a soccer
Goal
game
kick.
tonight? Oh, all right. Are the Copley twins on your team? No, they're in a different
Munson
team.
will handle this one.
That's right. Oh, okay. You live on.
If it's gone out, it would have been off a defender.
Is it your Eagles?
John!
It's your Eagles, right? Come on. No, tomorrow I have to go. From last year.
Bang it. Bang it. You're back.
I wore this.
Green.
Yes. Good call.
Jumping in. We didn't have that one on tape, unfortunately. One guy kept calling for the ball, waiting for him to get the ball, and somebody else threw it in, so that's why we weren't on that particular time. Still getting used to this particular camera. It's a little slow on the transition when you shut it off and put it back on.
Man on.
Nice and chance to tie. No, Munson makes the stop. How about that? Like to see that one again, huh?
Ray, step it up now. Step it up.
2 men offside. Jeez.
Come on. Daddy outside. Earn it.
Oh, good job, Jeff.
Beekmantown will get the free kick.
Come on, Greg, get one here, Greg.
In the final 10 minutes of the first half, 1-0 the score. Beekmantown leading 1-0.
Come on, guys. Get back. Get back. Get back.
Offside, too.
Seton Catholic cannot afford a loss in their race for first in the CVAC. With 4 teams ahead of them, Beekmantown has been mathematically eliminated, although it may not look it when you compare their won-loss record to the team in first, but
Good job, John.
and you have to realize that all 4 of those teams are going to have to keep losing,
Oh, no.
and you know that they can't all keep losing, and
Watch you being pushed,
when they're playing each other. So Beekmantown out of the race for first, but they'd still like to establish something here as they get ready for the sectionals. McGill makes the stop. Seton, the times we've seen them, have been a good second half team.
Win the ball. Oh, push it off, bud.
Eagles will take the kick.
Good head, good head.
Are you in are you in
Great throw. An illegal throw or off. Green throw. Seton throw.
Come on, Mike, take it. Right, Sean. Go after it.
Right.
Todd, nice kick. Guys, go to the ball. Somebody's got to take charge in the middle of the field.
Great throw.
Oh, all right, John. Watch him, go get him, go get him. Go get him. Yes,
Corner kick.
Let him play with it.
get it in there.
Good job, Katie.
And Munson using that size to come up with that one.
Kick, Danny. Go with it.
Take it,
Get up there, get up there, Grace. Get up there, Grace.
Get out of there.
Offsides.
Good call. It's all right, you're almost right.
Come on, take it, Seton. Watch it! Come on, guys, take it.
That wasn't playing the ball. Kick, Grace.
Green charge called. Great kick. Right to McGill. We're about the 2-minute mark with time left in this first half.
Go.
Seton kick. Right to the 18. Over the top.
Come on, Seton. Good job. Stay with that thing.
Nothing there.
Take it, come on.
Let it go.
Beekmantown throwing.
Good job, guys.
Take it, Seton. Nice one.
Green throwing.
Don't run, 60, back up. There you go.
Come on,
Less than a minute.
Good work, Pat. Get rid of it, Sean. Away, Jason. Right.
Waning seconds. Looks like about 8 seconds. Ball's thrown to Munson.
Guys, you gotta be thinking.
There's the horn. Halftime with the score. Beekmantown 1, Seton Catholic nothing. You're watching CVAC Varsity Boys on Hometown Cable. Second half is underway in this Class B preview of what could be a matchup when it comes to be sectional time, and just like that, the Seton Catholic Knights have tied this ball game. It's a 1-1 score.
Around.
Looks like it was about 14 seconds into the second half. And suddenly it's 1-1.
Don't get lazy, Gray. Come on, Gray, get one, Gray.
Gray throw.
Middle. Okay, let's go.
Knight's looking for another. Here's a shot. It's going to be in. Yes. Wow, about that. Seton Catholic coming in, fired up here in the second half. They take a quick 2-1 lead over the Beekmantown Eagles.
Come on, Andy, don't worry about it.
Take him out quick,
Minute
Randy. Don't worry
and
about it. Next
29 into the second half. And Knights have scored twice. They lead 2-1, so it's uphill now for Beekmantown. They're going to have to go uphill. And Fortunatus is just the guy who can lead him uphill, and he just missed on that one. Nick Fortunatus went far post and just barely missed. Apparently it was off the defense, so Eagles will have the corner kick. The kick comes a little long. Barry with a throw in.
Hands down, Green. Hands down, Green. Second time.
Come on, Kevin.
McGill makes the stop. Fortunatus again applying the pressure.
Keep the pressure on. Come on, Charles.
Come on, Greg, keep it going.
I think if any of the coaches in the CVAC had first choice in assembling a team, Nick Fortunatus would be everybody's first choice.
Come on, Greg. Don't watch the action.
Good turn, Kevin.
Who's there to help? Come on.
Green throw.
Nice shot. Good job, Sean. Who's there to help? Who's there to... Hey, don't let up, Nick.
Come on, Kevin. They better watch 24. Look at him.
Knights playing the ball. Munson comes up with it.
Don't give that up now. Don't give up on it.
Green throw.
Come on, Gray.
Come on! Beat him there! Come get it, Patrick!
Stay on him, Kevin. Stay on him.
The one, Seton.
A goal kick.
Now, Andy's good.
Eagles have come close several times here in the second half.
Green indirect, you push 24, Green pushed him out of the way. Okay, good.
Green will get the kick. Ball comes about 20-yard line. Seton gets a free kick right at the edge of the penalty area. Taking too much time. They should have shot that right away.
Oh, high kick.
Goal kick.
All right, good handle.
Chase tries to bring it up for the Knights.
Good job, Jab.
Ball still alive. We're trying to check that time. Looks like about 30 minutes to go in the game. Gray throwing.
Lead him, look, lead him, look.
Munson will take the goal kick. Up to Gladue on the wing. Number 22 out there for Beekmantown and that brawl at Northeastern. He was a peacemaker. He tried to, every shot we saw in the replay, he was trying to settle things down, but because he was in that area, and tough for the referees to figure out who did what. He got a red card, but he certainly was not, in my opinion, deserving of one. But I had the benefit of slow motion replay, and every slow motion replay I looked at, he was trying to calm things down.
Right foot, Jeff, come on.
Green throwing.
Win the ball, Gray, win the ball.
He's lovely. Look at him there.
About 27 to go in the game. 2-1 Seton. Seton Catholic leading this game by 2-1 margin. It's about the 12th game of the season for these teams, 11th or 12th, somewhere in that area. Seton must win to keep pace. They're in a race for first place with Northern Adirondack and Northeastern, with PHS right behind. A player down for Beekmantown, but since Seton was in a position to possibly score, looks like a groin area pull. Looks like a pull in the muscle inside of the leg. After about a 5-minute wait, they've decided they're going to call for an ambulance here at 5:33. And it's 5:34 now. We'll chronicle this as it goes along. There's the call going in right now, cellular phone. We're hearing a pager going off, but they're finally getting through in 2 minutes. So we're paging Beekmantown. We heard the siren a minute or two ago, but we were busy getting a recovery report from Janae Coakley, who apparently will be out for the entire year with her leg injury. Actually, it wasn't an injury, just a freak thing that happened because some of her muscles were in too good a shape compared to the other muscles, is a easy way to describe it, I guess. And they didn't work well together, and then ended up with a big swelling in her leg, internal bleeding in her leg, and they're afraid if she plays sports in the next year, it could end up with further problems. She's hoping to find another expert that'll tell her otherwise, but in the meantime, looks like Janae Coakley, an outstanding athlete here at Beekmantown, will not be playing at all in her senior year. And that's a pity for the whole CVAC, because she's in addition to being a great athlete, she's also an asset out in the field with her smile and her attitude. Looks like they thought there was a brush fire or something here. I'm not quite sure what this truck is. This is definitely not an ambulance. But it brought the EMTs here. Well, there's our time frame. Less than a mile from the fire station. Well, the ambulance is arriving. Chris Kelly over there from Channel 5 better start thinking about the 6 o'clock news. This might be on the 11 o'clock news instead of the 6 o'clock report.
Jessica! Jack!
We got like 4 pictures. What? 12, that's it. Practice.
You guys are all volunteers, probably left their supper table to come here. And I'm sure they could use more volunteers. More people who enjoy leaving their supper table to go to emergencies. I take that back. I didn't realize it's an EMT of CVPH, so Those are your volunteers and the guys in that ambulance are probably hospital employees. The more I think about it, the more I think that maybe Beekmantown doesn't have an ambulance at the moment.
Come on, Gray! Pick it up here, guys.
So I don't know if they're going to play around the ambulance or if it's going to move off. I guess we'll have to wait and see. And they're off. Looks like Seton has switched goalies on us. I'm not sure who this other fellow is. So play will continue after a 20-plus minute delay. Just under 26 minutes left in the game. 2-1 is the score. Beekmantown trailing Seton Catholic. Beekmantown throwing.
Step it up! You don't know what to do now. What dress looking for?
Goal kick.
I want to play my sand pile.
This camera definitely takes too long to switch off and on. I'm going to have to stop. I'm so used to being able to switch. But obviously with less than a long delay, I can't switch off and on with this camera because I miss too much of the action. Wow. That would have been some goal, but it went out. Fortunato is still able to put it in front of the net, but it was out and it's going to be a goal kick.
Oh, come on! Get in there! Get on, Andy!
Beekmantown keeping the pressure on. Looking to tie this up. Great throw.
Get him, Luke! Come on, Luke!
Green throw. Eagle throwing.
Those magic things, you know? Yes. Or so he thinks. Yeah.
Seton will take the free kick. Just under 20 minutes to go in the ball game. Beekmantown scored in the first half early, and Seton Catholic scored 2 quick goals here in the second half. And they had that 2-1 lead at the moment. Kept in. Whoa, whoa. That wasn't a good move. Green throwing. Again.
That's what we're trying to figure out. Oh, that's good.
Nice chip. Barry kicks it out. Corner kick for Fortunatus. Just under 17 to go in the game. Headed. Kick back in. Offsides. Green kick.
What's the point of getting his head? Patrick? And taking his wife naked?
Eagle throwing. And just in time. Nice.
That kid dyed his hair. Or didn't.
Eagle throwing.
Come on, guys. Wait.
Karen's gonna go.
Take it down. Come on, Jeff. Work hard.
Green throw. Again. And again. Didn't come in, so they can throw it again. Yearbook pictures. Where's the ball?
Good work, good work. Get it in there.
I think you should get the hands, you know. Jeremy! Is this for the uniform? Yeah. I think you should get the hands.
Yeah, but
I'm sorry.
Because of that long delay due to the injury, this game goes overtime. We're going to be out of here anyway. We have a town board meeting to cover in Champlain.
Dodgeball, way down here. That was nice throw.
Offsides was called.
she's always talking about Paul Smith.
This Boswell is my hero, so he's played well.
Come on.
I'm going to look like Chris instead. I'm going to take it. Keep going. You got it. Be ready, Gray. You got it.
I got it. Get up, get up.
Somebody's got to get in there.
Corner kick. Be offsides if the ball's hit next to him. Play is blown dead.
Are you injured? I'm not. Is it okay for you? Kevin, are you injured? Does it look it? No. Yes, he's holding his foot top.
Uh-oh. Beekmantown keeping the pressure on. Fortunatus with another corner. Have less than 10 minutes to go in regulation time. Our score remains Seton Catholic 2, Beekmantown 1. Beekmantown keeping the ball at the Seton goal. Keeping the pressure on the Knights. Again, it's pushed back in. Offsides will be the call. Free kick for the Knights.
The next person that comes really close.
Okay, go on.
Corner kick for the Knights. Munson makes the stop. Seton throw. Nope, drop. .46 left in the game. Punt comes to the side. It'll be a Gray throw. .353 to go. Right score, they're gonna, oh, hits the crossbar. Dangerous play. Dangerous play, it's gonna be a green kick. As I was saying, if Seton scores one here, this game is over. Beekmantown looking to stop this one and go on a breakaway. Seton taking a lot of time off the clock. The refs are going to have to blow the whistle here to get them. There you go, delay of game. Yellow card. Seton just played too long. Have to pick somebody out and give them a yellow card.
When they give them a yellow, they flash us red.
Let's go, Gray! They don't get the ball, it's our kick! Let's go, Gray, let's go!
Should we start yelling
Now, refs are going to give the ball to Beekmantown, and PJ had to talk him out of it. 2:51 to go. They get delay a game, they don't lose. This isn't football here where you lose your penalty. Now time will start when the ball is kicked. New player in for the Knights. And now we'll go. Here's a shot. It's deflected. And it'll go wide. Throw in is still in play. Munson makes a stop. The ball is way at the other end now because we had to switch batteries, and we thought that free kick down at that end is the time to do it. We don't want to miss something like this. Green push, time 1:26. Gray push, green kick is what the call was.
Be aggressive on the ball, Gray!
Stopped by Munson. Green throw in, nope. Ball's put into play. What are they doing here? How many balls are playing with? Got another ball on the field. Kevin Prey blows it dead. And we'll do it again. Apparently it went off the end, so it's going to be a corner kick. Clock ticking down. Seton in no hurry. Here's the kick. Ball still in play. That's going to about wrap it up. I don't think the Knights going to let the Eagles get another shot. Let's see the time. There it is. Final score, Seton Catholic 2, Beekmantown 1. The Knights stay in the chase in the CVAC title race, and that's the way it was. On this 8th day of October 1996, we've been at the Beekmantown Recreation Field in beautiful downtown Beekmantown.